All right, I think we'll get started. It's just about 2:01 now. Hey everyone, my name is Derek Barka. I'm the CTO of SilverTech. Before we get started with the Kubera demo, just to kind of a little bit about us to kind of set the stage for today. If you're not familiar with SilverTech, we're a 80+ person digital marketing agency. We're headquartered out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Also have an office in Indianapolis representing our Midwest clients. We do everything from SEO, SEM, paid media, and campaign support through website design, custom application development, and really we've been building websites and doing digital marketing for 25 years now. And our bread and butter is really creating top-notch digital experiences that are personalized and tailored to your customers for our clients in all industries. And we really have a deep expertise in financial services. And because we've been doing that for so long, we know how difficult it is and how complicated and how expensive it can be to create these personalized experiences. And we know that a lot of times smaller credit unions and banks really don't have the budget to do that, which is why we've created KuberaDX, which is what we're here to talk about today. Up until now, as I mentioned, credit unions and banks really had to rely on open source platforms like WordPress or maybe even their core to help them build their websites. And while those things are decent at creating websites, they're really not premier digital experience platforms. You don't see the big banks, the Bank of Americas, the Citizens out there building websites on WordPress or Jack Henry or Fiserv or anything like that. They're building their websites on premier digital experience platforms. And really, you should be too. The problem it has been really up until now, banking-focused complex content management systems have kind of been out of the budget for the smaller banks and credit unions, which again is why we created KuberaDX. It's a banking-focused CMS platform. It has all the things that you need as a bank or credit union built right in. Things like alerts, rates modules, teams, locations, FAQs, testimonials, all those things you need when building a website. But it also has the things you'd expect again from a enterprise level digital experience platform. Things like personalization, A/B testing, governance workflows, all of that. So without taking up too much of your time, we're going to jump into a demo on that. Last thing on that, it's also a SaaS-based platform. So you don't have to worry about your IT team understanding it. It's all hosted in the cloud, managed by us, patches, security, all that stuff's handled for a low price. And because of that, it can also be up and running in 3 months, which is really good for most people's timelines. So again, let's get back into the demo now. So hopefully, yeah, you can see my screen now. This is our demo KuberaDX website. It looks like what you'd expect a banking or financial services website to look like. And before I get going, as I go through this, if you have any questions about anything you see, how the functionality works, how the implementation works, pricing, anything like that, shoot a question into the discussion panel and I'll try to answer it as we go along. Otherwise, I'll get into it at the end. As I mentioned, here's our demo site. Again, it has the things you'd expect to see on any website for that matter. You have your alerts up here front and center, announcing things like branch closures, weather issues, things like that. You have your search, your utility menu. I have my account login for either personal banking, business banking, things like that. I have a menu, for my different product lines. I can jump into there if I want. As I scroll down, I have hero imagery with calls to action. I have some navigation for different products and areas of the website. I have featured content, and again, more calls to action, featured rates, and then finally news articles, blogs, and things like this down here, and then finally, your footer area. Again, things you'd expect to see on any banking website. If I jump into an inner page, let's say checking, you'll see things like comparison tables, so you can compare all your different products, nice, easy to use interface, different types of featured content, different imagery and things like that. Rates tables, you can see all the rates here. And as I jump into the back end of the content management system, I'll show how easy it is to kind of manage those in one place and then update them throughout the website. And then finally, disclosures, which are obviously important. I can jump to all rates and again see all the different rates that my institution has to offer. I can see the columns can change, the rows can change, but again, they're all managed in one spot. I'll get to that in a minute. We also have a blog module. I can click in here, have a featured blog post, drill in to specific blog posts with images, author information, social sharing, the things you'd expect to see on a typical blog. Let me jump into borrowing here. I think this page here has some more inner navigation, and then FAQs. These can be configured to show all FAQs, to show FAQs by category, specific FAQs for a specific page, all completely customized on the back end. And again, I'll show that in a little bit. And then I'll jump into locations. Locations has Google Maps integrated. I can search by a city, a zip code, find a specific location. I can search by different filter types, and these can be customized. Maybe I'm looking for an intelligent telemarketer machines. Maybe I'm looking for an office location. From there, I can drill in, get more information on a specific branch. A lot of times, actually, this one doesn't have hours. Let me jump into the other one. You can see branch hours. Sometimes people want to put their staff, maybe the branch manager, loan application, loan managers, things like that as well. And finally, we'll look at contact us forms. These are also easy to create in the back end and can be configured to be sent to different people depending on what the form is or where it might be on your website. So as you can see, it's what you'd expect to see on any website. The look and feel can obviously be customized for your brand in your bank or credit union. Jumping into the back end, this is the dashboard for the content management system. I'll quickly jump into kind of some administrative features. We can go into roles, for example. This is usually great for info security teams, compliance, governance, and things like that. You can see and create different roles for different people that are going to work in the CMS. You obviously have your content authors. You might have a governance role where they have to approve content before it goes live. You might have specific folks that are meant just for managing rates and nothing else on the website. You can set up roles for all that sort of thing. You can also set up workflows for governance on different parts of the slide. Click on here. We have one for rates approval. If I were to click into it, you'll see that for anyone managing rates columns, rate rows, or rate tables, it has to go through an approval process where governance has to approve it before it can go live. Creating these for different parts of the site, whether it be for managing rates or locations or specific pages, again, super easy to do. Jumping into the content section, under content you have essentially shared content. So content you want to be able to reuse throughout the website. So things like your blogs. I can jump in here and create a couple different blogs. If I want maybe a CEO blog or a community blog or an investing blog, I can do that. Just a general blog. I can jump in, create a new post. So I create a post. I can give a title. I can add my content here. I can insert images and things like that. Scroll down, add categories. Again, to drive which pages things going to show up on within the site for featured posts, or maybe just for people filtering it when they go to the blog itself. I'll go ahead and I don't want to save that. You have images, obviously. So obviously, every website needs lots of images. You can organize those into different folders and libraries. Adding new ones is super easy. Just kind of click in here, click upload images. You can drag and drop them or pick them. So maybe we'll use these images later. Grab those, open them, you upload them, and then for WCAG compliance, this is super handy. Right here, as I'm uploading, I can add alternate text. So family, new house. So I'll make this image ADA compliant. Keys and new home. Go ahead and click upload and publish. And now those images, as well as their ADA titles, are ready to be used later on. Super easy to do. Again, jumping back into my shared content, I have things like videos, documents, files, you need to upload PDFs or forms and things like that. That's easy to do as well. If I want to create a new form for the actual website, I can jump in here. I'll click on the content us one for now. You can see if I wanted to add a new field to it, I just go over here. Here's all my field options. I just want to add a new text box. Drag and drop it over. Click edit. And then I can give it a title. Maybe this is your title. I can put placeholder text in if I want to. I can default value in. I can make it required. I can also put limitations on it. So maybe this field is going to be a date or an email address or a range. This will put rules in to make sure that someone's putting in a valid email address or a valid date or number there. And then I would do that over and over again to create the form that I wanted, but I don't want to save that, so I'll jump out of here. And then again, those forms can be emailed to you. They can be pushed to marketing automation, Salesforce, wherever it is you want those forms to go. We can integrate with that pretty easily. Jumping into the banking specific shared content, we have alerts. So I click on here. You can see that close for Independence Day alert is right here. This is the heading for it. This is the content that will show up in the alert. I can add a link if people want more information. Then I go ahead and publish it. I can also schedule it to come down. So maybe July 5th or July 6th when we're going to reopen. I can go in here. I can do schedule. And I can publish it so it goes live maybe July 1st, then comes down July 6th. So that way people only see that alert for that appropriate amount of time. Pretty straightforward. FAQs. You can jump in here and create new FAQs. So maybe I want to answer a question. What's the best loan for me? Ooh. I can add an answer in here. It depends. Obviously, you'd put something a little bit more insightful in there, but we'll save that. And then again, I can categorize these now. So I can categorize it loan and then maybe mortgage. And then again, that way you can determine where this FAQ shows up, what pages it shows up on, which area of the site it shows up on. Click publish, and then it'll be ready to go live for me. All right, jumping back. Locations, very similar. So I wanted to create a new location to show up on that map. I can go ahead and do that. I can add information about it if I wanted to. This will show up on the details page. I'll just put some generic content in there. It can have its own specific alert for that particular branch if you want to. You can put the Google Maps link in here for people to get directions there if you want. I don't have that handy on me though. I do put the address in, the city, state, phone number, latitude and longitude. Let me see if I remember it. Look this up on Google as you're going, or we can automate it as well, to be honest. Close enough. And then here's those choices that would drive that filtering we saw earlier. And again, these can be customized as well. You might want filters on, is there a loan officer there? Is there a mortgage office there? Things like that. We can create whatever you want for these filters. Do that there. Related image. This is the image that will show up on the detail page. I'll select one for an image library. We need a branch. That looks like a branch image. Select that. And then publish. Ooh, I need a link. Now let's pretend there. Sorry. Go ahead and click publish, and now that will show up on my map. Pretty straightforward. A lot of times too, we'll integrate with if people are managing their locations elsewhere, whether they're being Google or another software product, we can import those as well versus manually entering those. Okay, so that's locations. Team members. This is pretty straightforward. I won't go into it, but I can create team members super easily. And again, these can show up on branch pages. They can show up on the wealth page, small business, wherever you want to do it. Just give it a title, first name, last name, LinkedIn information, phone, again, their summary, and then any information you want to show up about them, and then again, category. So that we can say, this is a mortgage officer, let's show this person on the mortgage page and things like that. All right, I'm gonna jump into, actually, we're running low on time. I want to go quickly here. Let me show rates real quick, and then we'll jump into editing pages. Creating new rates is super easy. Again, I mentioned you can update these in one places and then use them wherever you want. So if I want to update auto and vehicle loan rates, let's click in here. I want to do auto new, click auto new, and change the rate. I hit publish, and now that new rate's live. Again, if you want to schedule these rates to go live on, say, Monday, I could just go in here, click schedule, and then set the date to go live on Monday, and those changes won't be published until Monday. But then it'll be reflected everywhere in the site that that's being used. So that's content creating pages. If I come in here, go to the pages application, what you see here is essentially your site map. So you have personal, business, wealth. Then under personal, I have, banking, borrowing, services. If I want to create a new page, click create page. No page. I can change the URL if I want to. It's going to live under, we'll put it under personal, bank. Select. I can choose whether or not I want to show it navigation or not. So if I'm spinning up like a campaign landing page, I can select don't show navigation, then it won't show up in my menu. Click continue. I pick my template, so I'll use the default template there, and then it's going to create the page for me. And the nice thing about this is essentially it creates like an empty page. So I have my alert up here, I have my header, I have my footer, but then just kind of an empty area to add content. If I want to change what that layout looks like, I click the layout tab, and maybe I want to split it up. Maybe I want, kind of a 2 columns, a small column on the left, a main content column on the right. I can do that. Maybe I want to split it, directly in half. I can split it directly in half as well. Go 50-50. I can nest these like that. Pretty much your options for creating pages are pretty much endless. I'll go ahead and delete these though. I don't want those. We also have some custom layouts here. So say you wanted to add that product comparison chart that I showed you earlier. You would grab the layout for that, drag it in, and then I could add comparison charts into this area with the slider. If I wanted to add, say those icons, where are those? Icon callout layout, I can drop that in here too. Then I switch back to the content tab. And now I can drag all my widgets into those little spots. So maybe we'll start off with a hero. We'll grab that standard hero, drag and drop it over. Click create. I'll give it a heading. Call it savings for your future. Give it a subheading. And I won't. I'll give it anywhere in its place. Pick an image. I'll go to my hero image library. Pick my savings image. Click done. I can pick it. I want a standard hero size. Do I want a shorter one? Do I want a tall one? I'll go with standard. Do I want black or white text? We'll go with white text with this image. I can also add a gradient to make sure it stands out. We'll try white though, and we'll left align the text. My call to action, call it learn more. We need an ID title. ADA title, I'm sorry. Learn more about savings. For compliance, obviously, pick which page it's going to go to. Savings, done. I can create a second link if I want to. If this link is going to go off-site, I can also put a speed bump in. Obviously, that's important, again, for compliance. I can check is speed bump, and then before someone's redirected to that link, they'll get popped up a warning saying you're leaving the site. But in this case, they're not, so I'll go ahead and uncheck that and click save. Now we have our hero image here. If I wanted to add some content above my comparison cards, all I have to do is go ahead and over here, grab my content block widget, drop it in, click create content. And I can put some content in here. If I want to put a heading in here, do that, just select it, make that a heading 1. I can center that pretty easily. Go ahead and save it. And now I have my content. Want to add a comparison card? That's also easy. Go over here, find it, drag and drop it over. Click create content. And then call that one. Again, I can add some content in here. Let me see if I have some content I can throw in there. That's not showing for some reason. Same window, ADA title. We'll call this Learn More. And then a link here. Give an alternate link. Maybe you want to apply now. And that'll also be a page. Just gonna pick a page for now. Save, and that's going to show up as a product. And then obviously I would add 3 or 4 of these to create that carousel that you saw on the site earlier. Running a little low on time. Sorry, I'm trying to go quickly here. One more thing I'll drag. So you see, you wanted to create an image call to action. Same thing. You just drag and drop it over. Click edit, and then fill the properties for that particular call to action. Call to action, select image. Grab this guy, done. Text, give an ADA title. Give it a link, save it, and now, ooh, did I not give it content? Oh, this wasn't a content one. This was just the icon CTA. That's why I did it wrong. So there's the call to action there. So you can see creating pages is super simple. Don't have time to go on personalization. I can show that to other people if they're really curious about it. But personalization is also extremely simple. I'll go ahead and click more, add personalized version. In here I have the segments I want to personalize for. So maybe I want to personalize this page for auto loan Annie. We know Annie's looking for an auto loan. Because she came in on a campaign landing page, maybe she clicked something on social media, maybe she's looking at auto loan rates, but either way, we know she's looking for auto loan. So I'm going to personalize for her. Let's click add, and it's going to pop up the same hero banner properties. I can change the content to auto loans, the budget. We can change the image. There we go. Change the link, obviously. Apply now. Click save, and now we have the hero image personalized for that specific audience that we're looking for. I apologize, it's 2:25. 20 minutes isn't really enough time for a demo, but if you like what you see, we can have a personalized demo, show you more about personalization, conversion tracking, all the stuff you can do within the platform. For now, I don't see any questions, which is, oh, no, I do see questions, sorry. No questions, that's just Aaron posting there. That was easy, okay. For now, I'm gonna hand it over to Brad, who I think was going to give away a gift card to one of the attendees. So I'm gonna flip it over to you, Brad. You push you up.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Really appreciate the dive into KuberaDX. And before I announce the winner, I just want to introduce myself as well. I had our strategic development team here at SilverTech. You'll be hearing from me. You'll see my name come across your inbox, and hopefully I can dive deeper into KuberaDX with you and ultimately show the ease of use, how it's specifically built for financial institutions. We can get to market quickly, and ultimately that you're not handcuffed to the system, and it's scalable and future-proofed. So you'll be getting an email from me shortly. With that said, I'd like to congratulate So Amoto. I will be reaching out to you separately as well for your gift card. With that said, I really appreciate everyone's time. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to diving deeper into the platform with you.
Awesome. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your long weekend.